Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $46.62. We're up 0.56%. And what I wanted to look at today for Litecoin was this trend and the trend reversal. If you watched the last Litecoin video that I put out, we were talking about the brakes getting put on this downtrend that we've been in for 6 months and slowly trying to change that trend to where we can start having higher highs and higher lows. And that's exactly what's happening right now, guys. I have about 5 key points that I want to go over with you today. If you get some from this channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate all my Litecoin people being here. Like I said, guys, I'm not giving up on it. I'll continue to cover Litecoin for as long as I have this channel going, regardless of the price. So if you like that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's dig into this. First point I wanted to make is that we are now trading, and this is on the one-day charts. These candles represent 1 day. We are now trading up above our 20, our 40, and our 50 moving averages here. So that's a really good thing, guys. We're finally up above them. But what we're seeing now is some rejection. So $50 or $49.29, this area right here where we had this last little reaction, that's going to be our overhead resistance. So we eventually need to get over that. Could today be a day where we pause a little bit, calm down a little bit, and then make that next move up in the days to come? That's absolutely something that could happen. And what we're going to do here, we're going to dig into the 4-hour chart as well to see what's going on. But remember, guys, for me, the daily candle close is going to happen at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and I want to see what we do with this. If we have a higher close than what we had yesterday, and what we do with this wick here, if we're seeing a lot of rejection at 49.29, or if we're finally going to start getting back up above that. If we are to clear this $50 or $49.26, the next area I would really look up to, guys, I feel like we could run hard and fast. We might even bypass some of this area up here, but I would look for us to try to make it to around that $59. We could have some fight and some chunk in here around $55, but for me, I'd look up around that $60 range, and then I would look up to around that $63. And ultimately, that's what we need to get up above, is this $63. If you take a look at this trend, overall, the lower highs and the lower lows that have been coming in, this is the lower high that I want to get up above and start having candle closes up above, because that would really break that trend of the lower highs and the lower lows on the macro level. But it's so nice, guys, that we started putting in these higher highs and higher lows, and you can see this here. I want to highlight this. So we had a bullish engulfing candle right here, which pushed us up. We had that lower high, and then we came down here. We had another bullish engulfing candle. This was a higher low. And guys, when I said the lower high, I was talking in terms of this $50 right here. In terms of this, here was our high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And that's how it goes. But we had a nice bullish engulfing candle step in at both areas. So if we do backtrack and retrace, we need to see us set a higher low somewhere in here around that $44, $43. And then we'd make that next leg up. And that's what may happen here, because we're going to need a lot of power to get up over top of this area. You can see where some profit was taking with that candle that's forming right now. So that's definitely something that you want to keep your eye on. Next here on the 1 day, I wanted to look at our RSI, and this is our relative strength index. Relative strength, we're at 61, so there's still plenty of room for us to try to get up over top of this. We know that in the crypto space, sometimes even on the 1 day, you can get up to 90 in terms of that overbought. And guys, you can get as low as 6, I've seen, for Bitcoin on that RSI on the 1 day for that oversold condition. So being at 61, we still have plenty of more room to run to the upside if we are going to end up making that move. So what I wanted to do here, guys, was go into our 4 hours next. We're going to take a look at this, some of the key areas. So on the 4 hour, you can see this yellow line. These are our higher lows, and this is the trend line that we need to see hold. And traditionally, from all the books that I've read, if a trend can hold for about 4 weeks, a lot of the times it will then want to continue from that short term into that intermediate term trend, and that's what we're looking for here, guys. So even right now, we have a bearish engulfing candle forming. We're going to have to see where it forms on the 4 hours, but if we have a pullback to that $45, that's no problem at all, as long as we get a bounce off this area, or even that 40, or as low as that 50. But ultimately, I'd like to see this high that we had, that we broke through at $43.75, act as support. So if we do come back down there, that's the area 43.88, 43.76, where I'm going to be looking for us to get some type of a bounce off of, and then try to make that next move to the upside. Because right now, guys, in the short term, we are in an uptrend, and traditionally these things want to continue. That's the shifting of hands right now. And guys, that's where we're shifting from the bears being in control to the bulls now being in control. And we're going to have to see what they do with it. We saw some big volume come in here, saw some big volume back in here, and right now on the RSI, we're at 63 on the 4-hour chart. So this may be that area where we cool down a little bit and then we eventually make that next move up. So that's on the 4-hour, but you can see we're up above all those moving averages again, looking to have them act as support. And then we're going to look at the 1-hour chart. And with the 1 hour, as we're cruising up here, I want to see us defend this 50 moving average on the 1 hour. And that's also going to be around $46 there. This entire move, since we got up above it on January 3rd, we have been trading up above this 50 moving average on the 1 hour chart. And you see each time we have retracements, we come back to it and then we push up again. Have a retracement, we push up again. So guys, we're getting close to that area. I want to see if we can push up again and try to get through that $50 mark. But that's Litecoin right now, guys. We are now in an uptrend, and that's so nice. You know, it's just following Bitcoin, but we're having those higher highs and higher lows put in on the short term. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today, guys. Didn't want to make this too long. I appreciate all the prayers for my wife in her procedure yesterday at the hospital. She's doing well, so I appreciate all the prayers, guys. God bless each and every one of you. You get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and take care out there. God bless you all.